you for purchasing the Remote and Desk Workers Guide to Better Health. My name is Dr. Jason Miller, PhD, not MD, but PhD in exercise physiology. Been a professor now. I'm going to give just a quick background on myself, hopefully help know who I am and why you might find this video helpful. Not that having an advanced degree or even my credentials should automatically produce buy-in, but I've been involved with movement science for a very long time. Professor for over 15 years, or in academia for over 15 years. I've been a coach for over 25 years now as a strength conditioning coach, work with high-level athletes in professional sports, Olympic athletes. But I've also spent a lot of time working with individuals that are not elite athletes, that are people that spend a lot of time on the desk or at their desk, a lot of time in front of a screen. And obviously since the pandemic, a lot more people are spending even more time. Perhaps you're one of those individuals. That's why you're, purchased this video series to help improve your health, even though you are a remote worker or you're, an individual that spends a lot of time sedentary, a lot of sedentary time at a desk or at a screen. And so that's why I made this video series. Again, have the experience I've had with working with individuals who work behind screens and myself that spend a lot of time working behind screens. That's what the desire to help people feel better and move better and be healthier, that have these unique challenges of not being able to move around a lot and perhaps getting into positions that are causing pain over time. At a desk and understanding what are some of those causes and some of the exercises and some of the strategies that can help improve posture and reduce the likelihood of incurring pain or reduce the pain that you're in and or improve generalized health, just general health, I should say. Learning how to move better, learning how to move more. What are some of the best nutrition tips while you're a remote worker? And besides just don't eat so much, what are some maybe things that you could try in order to improve your health? So that's what this video series is about. I hope that's why when you purchase this, that's what you knew what you were getting into. I have some videos ahead, a variety of topics. I'm looking down on my notes to make sure I hit each one of these, and these will also be on the screen. We're going to talk about posture first. What is some of the postures that we get into that cause problems, both not only when we're seated and working or whatever it may be, but cause problems then as we start to move around away from the screen. And specifically, I'm going to break down neck, shoulders, and lower body, okay? And that's a pretty big, broad base for lower body. But we're going to talk about these different regions and some exercises that you can incorporate perhaps into your day, right? And that's a lot of this too, is not necessarily, I'm not going to give you a list of dumbbell exercises or barbell exercises that are general exercises you would do in the gym, which are fantastic, by the way, and have value in helping, reduce pain and gaining a correct posture. But what are some specific exercises that you could do, or stretches too, that you could do while at work, while you're working? And remote has generated some unique opportunities to have a dumbbell next to your desk, and I'll talk about some of those things as well. Like what if you could hop up and do a set of 10? We'll talk about that. What is some exercise that would be most beneficial for that? And if you can't do that, that's fine. But again, I'm going to offer a lot of strategies here in this video series. That's the point of this. This was, again, born out of my own experience, spending a lot of time in front of the screen and working with a lot of clients that were struggling with their health and with pain. I wanted to make this series, and it may not be the most flashy and eloquent, video series, but I hope the content will more than make up for that as we go through this video series. We'll also talk about general physical activity. What can you do that maybe isn't gym oriented? This is not a real in-depth thing, but it hopefully would generate some creative ideas for you that can be physically active, and some of the things you can do during the day, and then nutrition. Okay, and specifically, again, how do we overcome the tendency to snack? And if we do snack, what could we snack on? And just some maybe some hacks, if you will, nutrition hacks that you might find helpful if you're spending a lot of time on the computer. So I hope you find this video series helpful. Obviously, I can give you all the content and some background information and things that you'll find helpful, but unless you employ them and do them consistently. And that's the key. You may not do them every day. You might, I didn't do that today or whatever. But if you do things consistently, that's what's going to bear results. It's just, if you think about it the opposite way, if you slouch all day long in your chair with your head forward, not one day is not going to make that big of a difference. But you do that every day for the majority of your work time, then you're going to have a problem with alignment with your neck, right? And so the same thing with realigning and producing better outcomes and producing better health. It's going to be about consistency. So don't, my first encouragement to you before we get into the videos is avoid the perfectionist mindset. Try to achieve perfection, but don't be a perfectionist. In other words, try to get everything in, be consistent, but don't approach this program as I have to be perfect at it in order to see benefit, because that is not the case. It's about consistency. Even if you do 2 days better than you have been, you're going to feel a little bit better as a result of those 2 days. It's going to be worth it. In other words, you're going to get some benefit from that. If you want to feel even better, then you have to maybe bump up your consistency to 4 days. But that's, again, not negating the 2 days that you are doing now that you were not doing before, and now you are feeling better. Okay, so as we go through this video series, my hope is not only do you hear these things, but you'll pick even just 1 or 2 of the things that we talk about in the videos and start to employ them. And if there's specific areas you are struggling with, like your neck hurts, or you notice that you don't have very good ankle mobility anymore, or whatever it might be, pick those things out and pick 2 things that are in those areas and work on them. Consistency is key. As you view these videos, again, think about those things. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to be perfect. Pick some things out and start working on them. And then as you master those, you can add in something else. If you're in this video series, you might find valuable. Hey, I'm going to try to do this now on top of that. And over time, you're going to see your health improve. All right. Again, thank you for purchasing this video series. And I'll see you in the next video. And the next video second video is about posture.